Let's talk about Amber, Shayla, Anthony, and Angelina. Their skits are still mentally draining. So let me summarize this up for y'all. Anthony told Amber that Shayla said she want a house. Amber told him, no, you ain't thinking about it, are you? Because repeat after me, you will not buy her a house. Amber even asked him, was Shayla slow? How does it feel to have a slow baby mama? He said, she was your friend first. She said, yeah, but you've been with her in a different way. They laughed, they kiki. She apologized later and told him just to let him know she was not trying to punk him about the situation. Wayne comes over. That entire skit was nothing but Wayne cracking on Anthony. Amber laughing. Another filler skit. It was so unnecessary. Anthony checks Amber for laughing too hard at Wayne's jokes. She blew it off. Pretty much said it wasn't that serious. And all that laughing Amber was doing, the skit was really not that funny. And for your ex to be sitting there making fun of your current husband and you just kikiing and laughing a little too hard, that's borderline disrespectful. Y'all need to start setting boundaries with Wayne, because that wasn't professional either. The three of y'all are not really friends. Then we got Anthony going over to the Shayla house. He pretty much put Shayla in her place, checked her, and said he is not buying her a house. Said getting another house is not about Kai at all. It's about her wanting the lifestyle that he has over there near the house. Well, we already knew that. That skit was probably the most quiet I've ever seen Shayla. He took Kai and they left for a walk. Then, of course, Shayla runs and calls her mother over. Now here we go with the I got something for Anthony talk. Angeline talking about some, oh, he gonna come up off that money. He's paying all the bills there. Her car payment, everything. He's paying for everything right now. What more money do you heifers want? And when is Armand going to find out all of this? Because he wouldn't be for it. He would not be for this energy. Y'all can go to court if y'all want to. Y'all going to mess around and get embarrassed. Angelina talking about she know people. Well, hook somebody up with getting your daughter a job then. Find something safe to do with your life. Every Angelina skit shows us why Brody left. He over there living his best life with his new house that he got with his mistress. You still salty because he didn't want none of that Thundercat. He ain't leaving Pamela for you. He's done. Then we got Natasha and Kendrick. Kendrick is at her house doing yoga. She told him he need to leave. He need to go home. He doing too much. He's talking about, so you don't want me to help out around here? Let a man help you. And them two go back and forth. He talked about Rolanda always being over there. She said, yeah, but she goes home. That's what I need you to do. Go home. Pretty much she don't mind him being there. She just need him to go home. Then she get a knock on the door. It's Dawn. And while Dawn was knocking on Natasha's door, she was calling Kendrick. Skit ended. Then we got Shara and Brooke. Shara told Brooke that purse does not excuse Bethany's bad behavior. Then we get a skit of Isaiah asking Shara if Brooke can be his girlfriend. A long story short, she said she ain't got a problem with that, but what about them little girls? He should have been started defending Brooke. She said it's okay with her, but he gonna have to ask Bethany and Larry. Then we got a skit of Shara breaking down in the middle of the road. And she must have really broke down because they had a traffic blocked off, police was there, tow truck and everything. You know how dedicated you gotta be to actually break down and be like, you know what, let me pull out a camera right now and we can make a skit out of this. Because I mean, I know they didn't involve the police and none of this right here was fake. They can't even close storylines, so how they gonna get all of this together? Anyway, I know their Range Rover gonna be expensive to fix, but Larry comes to her rescue. They out there talking, she talking about all the problems that she done had with that car. He takes her home, looks out for her. We already know Larry gonna end up buying her a car. He gonna say it's for his family. She needs a reliable vehicle so his daughter can get to and from wherever they need to go. Well, when he get back home, Bethany knows. She's pissed off because he came to Shara's rescue. She's pissed off because he took Shara home. She's pissed off because he did not leave Shara abandoned. And she's pissed off because she just likes to be pissed off and she likes to argue. That skit was draining too. Skit. Brooke and Shara. So Shara's worried, stressing about, finding another car, getting that car fixed, all of that. Brooke told her mother that she's thinking about selling the purse that Bethany gave her. It's $1,400, but she can try to help pay for her mother's car repairs. Shara told Brooke, you do not have to do that. That is very sweet of you, but no, you don't have to do that. This is not your problem. I will take care of it. I will handle it, but thank you. She will figure it out. Then we got Noel, Kesha, and Dalen. Kesha and Kelvin was in there getting it on in Noel's bathroom. Noel is pissed off. She's upset. Why would y'all be in my bathroom? We all know why she's really mad. She don't like the fact that Kesha and Kelvin is doing it. She talking about she feel disrespected. She want to move out. Them two get into it and she leaves. Kesha like, what is your problem? Do you got a problem with me? Do you got a problem with Kelvin? Noel talking about some she don't even want to see Kelvin. So this heifer packs up her bags with an attitude and leaves. Talking about they need to grow up and live separately. And Kesha like, girl, we've been living together for a long time and all of a sudden you think that? Okay, whatever. So Noel comes moping down to Dalen's house. At first, Dalen was going to tell her no, but he decided to let the heifer stay. So I guess now they back together. This heifer got no remorse and no guilt whatsoever. Then her and Dalen talk about Carter. Dalen said, how am I supposed to know that there's nothing going on between you and Carter? She said, well, maybe we can sit down and talk to her. How about y'all sit down and talk to Calvin and Kesha? How about that? I have a feeling that Daylin, Carter, and Noel are all gonna sit down and talk, and Daylin and Carter are gonna become real cool. And she gonna suggest that Noel either tell Daylin the truth or she probably gonna end up doing it herself. Is that where y'all heading with this? Then we got Piari and Rome. So y'all know how the way Rome was supposed to be in LA? Well, Piari calls him and he said he actually just made it to New York City yesterday. So now Piari like, why you didn't tell me that? Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to check in and tell you every single thing and all my moves. What? So needless to say, y'all, Rome has did a whole 180. He been real distant, keeping secret, not properly communicating now, and he acting real dry. He told PR he over there at his sister's house. So now she like, Then we got Malachi Jr. and Brittany. First of all, what up, Malachi Jr.? So now when you come back to the skit, your ass broke. Child, he done made some bad real estate moves. He told Brittany he broke. She said, why you just didn't go to mom? She's a real estate agent. He said he can't go to her now because she gonna question why didn't he go to her in the first place. But Brittany called Rolanda. Rolanda did not answer the phone, so they left a message. Then Frank skit, Libby and Terry skit. He took all her stuff out his closet and let her go on by her way. Bree and Ernestine skit. That other friend of Bree's said she don't trust Ernestine. She pretty much been peeping the way Ernestine been reacting every time Bree mentions Trey. DC and Sarah Oliver skit. He found out Sarah Oliver was the one that stole the money out the safe. Rosie showed him. So I guess now they trying to press charges. Lyrica and D skit. D and Lil Mark skit. He taking Lil Mark fishing. Same thing that Tamira said that he did for him. Well, I guess that's one way to do it. Damien, if you that boy daddy, then just say so. Jay and Nadia skit. Jay wanted to surprise her to a movie date. She's still stale about Ernestine's necklace. She mad at Jay, making all these excuses. Girl, we already know where you really want to be at. You just waiting for that man to come back from being out of town. Talking about Jay should have got her flowers, should have opened her door, should have picked her up for that matter. But he want to go into this movie theater. Girl, shut the front door and go ahead and eat that popcorn before it gets stale, like your attitude. TK skit. Sarah and Brock skit. Sarah and Helen skit. Helen told Sarah that she need to take a pregnancy test because she's been acting real crazy lately. Trill baby mama skit.